Are you in the process of buying a house and you're about to have a home inspection? And maybe you just don't know what to ask or what to look for during that inspection. Well, in this video, I'm going to give you some tips and tricks and things to consider when having a home inspection, and we are getting started right now. Hey everybody, David Calhoun with Keller Williams Integrity Lakes. I am a realtor here in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And if you're new to my channel, hit the subscribe button below. I post new videos every single week about all things real estate. Today I wanted to talk about home inspections. In this competitive real estate market, some buyers are waiving their right for a home inspection. Well, I don't always encourage that for every single house and every single buyer in order to win in, say, a multiple offer situation. It is an option if you feel that the house might not necessarily need an inspection, or if you are comfortable buying the house essentially as is. However, if you are uncomfortable with buying a house as is, which most buyers are uncomfortable with that, you will need to have a proper home inspection. So it's super important to have a neutral third-party inspection company to come inspect the house top to bottom to ensure that it's functioning properly and that it's actually a safe property to move into. One thing to consider while having a home inspection is that the home inspector's job is literally to find every single thing wrong with the house. At the end of the inspection, which typically takes anywhere from 2 to 4 hours, you'll get a thick packet, which is the report that shows every single thing wrong with the house. And a lot of times there's pictures with it, really close up pictures of all the issues with the house. And a lot of times buyers will get that report and they'll just kind of freeze or panic because they see 35 pages of everything wrong in the house that they're about to buy. And so a couple things to consider when having an inspection. Number one is that there is no perfect house. Every single house will have issues. Okay, whether you're buying new construction, a house that's 100 years old, 50 years old, a house that's just been renovated, a house that's been a single owner for the last 60 years, every single house will have an issue with it. So what you need to be thinking about as a buyer, and the purpose of a home inspection, is so that you are made aware of the issues, and then you can make the decision along with your agent's guidance and support on whether or not you want to ask for some sort of repair or some sort of credit that the seller will provide to you to fix whatever issues that you are unwilling to live with in the house. So really today I wanted to talk about 3 things that you need to be thinking about during the home inspection. And the home inspection is to uncover anything health related that's wrong with the house, anything safety related that's wrong with the house, or anything functionality that's wrong with the house. So the number one thing is health. You want to make sure that the house is safe for you to move into. So whether there's high levels of radon gas in the house, or that the support beams are not supporting the house anymore, if there's, any other potential health hazards in the house that you are just not willing to take on, a home inspector, their job is to find those. So anything health related, that is fair game to ask for from the seller in order to get those health concerns addressed or fixed. So going along with health, number 2 is safety. You want to make sure, again, that the house is safe for you to move in. So say there was a renovation done in the house and there's improper support beams or no support beams, or the support beams are starting to sag and lean and crack. That's something that you're definitely going to want to know about. So that would be something, again, that's fair game to ask for during an inspection. The third thing you should be thinking about during a home inspection is functionality. So you want to make sure that the house is functioning, or that the mechanicals and the appliances and the outlets and the windows are all functioning as they were depicted in the listing information or during the showing that you had when you wrote the offer on the house or during the open house. You want to make sure that the dishwasher is working, that the refrigerator is working, that the furnace isn't emitting high levels of carbon monoxide. You want to make sure that all the outlets work. You want to make sure the shower works and doesn't leak. These are all the things that a home inspector is going to be looking for, and that would fall under the functionality category, whereas you are buying a house thinking that it has a dishwasher that works, that it has a shower that doesn't leak, that it has no leaky plumbing, or that the carbon monoxide is not billowing in the basement when you're running the furnace. These are all things that you want to be considering when you're having a home inspection. So some of the things that you might not ask for during a home inspection is anything that you can visually see during the time that you wrote an offer. So say you had a house, then the driveway was starting to sag, maybe at the apron, a saggy driveway apron. And obviously you saw that when you toured the house with your agent or during the open house, and you saw that when you wrote the offer, and that comes back during the inspection as the driveway is sagging, and then you as the buyer want to ask the seller to fix that. That might not be something that the seller is willing to address. Now, you certainly are more than welcome to ask for it. However, I have had sellers decline repairs like that because at the end of the day, you wrote the offer knowing that the driveway was sagging. It was in plain sight, and you should have known that before you wrote your offer. I've also had clients want to ask the seller to do some tree trimming. Again, it's one of those things that you can visually see when you wrote the offer. So again, it's not something that you would ask for during a home inspection. So I hope this was helpful for you as you're about to have your home inspection. I know it can be a little bit overwhelming. Just again, remember, there is absolutely no perfect house. Even brand new construction has issues. So don't become overwhelmed if your house has maybe some things that are not quite right. I think the biggest thing you want to consider is, what are you willing to take on as a home buyer? And if you're unwilling to take those on, you need to ask for some sort of reduction in sales price of the house. You would either ask for the seller to repair that issue or ask for some sort of credit so that you can take care of that issue after you take possession of the house. So if you have any other real estate questions or needs, feel free to reach out. My contact information is below. Also, if you're considering a move to Minnesota, I will leave a link to a free relocation guide that will hopefully help you decide whether or not Minnesota is the right state for you.